Broncos will kick it off to get us underway. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So UTSA's offense will go on the attack first. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. It's a big test for him.
And here's the thing, proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Davis will throw. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. The Roadrunners will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. So the Western Michigan Broncos offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Just those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. But when you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
The Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Unloads to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. And the Roadrunners in the hurry-up. The give to the tailback. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, UTSA! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll go to the ground. Nice move to keep running. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. All right, guys, let's talk a little Western Michigan. Biggest problem for schools that aren't the traditional powerhouses, getting the bodies they need, especially on the defensive front. And, David, they got a good one out of high school last week.
It's so nice to get a 3-star defensive lineman. A guy like that's got some size, that's got some potential. Again, you want to rotate those guys as much as possible, keep them fresh. This guy could be a player down the road.
To the air, it's Lowry. Got his man in the middle. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Let's talk for just a moment about Western Michigan. For a lot of schools facing the hill they climb, you have to work the portal. But don't sleep on the high school recruiting either, David. They got a good 3-star running back just this past week.
Yeah, and you create some excitement, you create some momentum. These are the kind of guys that they come in right away. They got a chance to play. Like, you're telling them the future's going to be bright. When trying to build something special, we just need you.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Fights off a defender. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. And the Broncos are on the move. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you could tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds the tight end. They bring him down at the 45-yard line, and this defense rises up on 3rd down. The Broncos send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. UTSA takes over, and the offense ready to hit the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Catch in the middle. It's Henry. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after the completion. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Motion from the wideout. Davis looking to pass. Just not quite able. The connection, it's incomplete.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Snagged in the middle, it's Clark. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Roadrunner.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, with his speed, he was gone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. All right, guys, let's talk a little Western Michigan. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. 3-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment, and getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs. Oh, they're not get free. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, spin move. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeps it on the draw. At the 45 on its way. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And, man, those are so frustrating for defenses because you're flying upfield, you're trying to get to the quarterback, and they slip that draw in there, and you can tell too many guys not doing their job, created some space for the running back to make the big play down the field.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
To throw, it's Lowry. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger, and you can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
Wants to fire on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Leary. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
They'll move the wide receiver. Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. And with that stop, we are headed for the end of the first quarter.
At the 28-yard line. Second down.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter.
14, Western Michigan. 7.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. Snagged out of the air. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Roadrunners in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The defense trying to get a stop on third down from the 44. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
No gain on the play. Now, fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Has to get there to move the sticks. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
It's a turnover on downs.
Off play action on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Wants to throw. It's Lowry. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to throw on first down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. The Broncos have pushed it inside the 20. Snap from the gun on third down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
UTSA will take over in the offense, ready to return to the field. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
And the Roadrunners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a gap. It's Henry. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Lowry. He's got his man. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw again. Under fire. Bounced right back to them.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Trying to go to the slant, it's a bang-bang play. Ball comes out quickly. Zone coverage. Nice job by the defense, keeping their eye on the QB and knocking that one down.
With the catch, it's Henry. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch, it's Clark. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right on the money. Turning it on. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead.
I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Scanning the field, it's Lowry. Finds his back in the middle. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain. They'll immediately call timeout. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. And the Broncos head quickly to the line. Back to throw, time running short in the half. A strike downfield. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. A promising start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. Now they've got it 1st down at the 41. He's got his man, makes the grab. The offense burns his 3rd and final timeout of the half. The Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Makes a connection. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Buckley. That should be the final play of the first half.
Caught by the back.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in San Antonio, and we've had a lively first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He'll bring it back out to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds there. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They're going to get on top in this game. They're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Makes the grab, and the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Lowry. Fires to the big fella. Making a little bit of progress there. He gets it to the 40 before getting out of bounds.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field, and nowadays you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Leary. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
No, and a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Going to look downfield again. Trying to escape and get it himself. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hit.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Well, we've seen this a couple of times on this drive. But having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Broncos have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Just when they're looking run, now up top. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
Back to throw, it's Lowry. Going for it all. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Roadrunners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Takes the handoff. It's Henry. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Pressure coming. Firing deep. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He's into the open down the middle. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, UTSA. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's going to run it. They'll rip off 8 on that play. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Brings up 2nd down.
At the end of the quarter, guys, it's UTSA holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
Western Michigan, 20.
It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The run to the left. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. There he goes. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Roadrunners are flying down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Quarterback on the keeper. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Roadrunners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Now he's got it all the way down. .21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Roadrunners come to the line with a new set of downs. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And now on second down for this offense. Power football with the run. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18. Now facing a third and long. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. It'll be third and long. Quarterback may change this route. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go to the toss. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation.